Well, it's been a while since I've been able to do this. Yes, it's also been a while since my eyes look this bad, but gotta take the losses with the wins. Bruins friends, I think you know what time it is. It is time to hug it out, because that is a 5-3 victory over the Arizona Coyotes. Welcome back into the 10. Now, this was a game. This was a game that existed. Truly one of the games of all time. First and foremost, we got to talk about the absences of this game. Charlie McAvoy still recovering from when J.J. Peterka elbowed him in the head, which, by the way, the Department of Player Safety not at all investigating that. No sort of punishment for Peterka. He got off scot-free on that one, and McAvoy is out for this game. And honestly, our defense kind of saw that as it kind of saw that. Yeah, there were points where our defense was not really doing its job. But the second absence happened within the first period. Pavel Zacha, who has been okay as of late. Not amazing, but not terrible. He ends up going down. He ends up going down the tunnel, and we don't see him for the rest of the game, leaving us with three centers on a team with very little center depth. Now, the thing about this, we also had a line in shakeup, putting DeBrusk back down with Patra and Heinen, and putting Marchand back up with Zacha and Pasta. And I cannot express how much I dislike that. We won those 3 games in a row. On the backs of having DeBrusk up with Zacha and Pasta. He has more chemistry with those two than Marchand does, and although I will say, Pasta did have a really good one this game. Pasta had a really good one. He almost had two. So, let's get it. Oh my god, feeling everything pop. Let's get into it. First period, we get out to a really, really poor start. In fact, it's so poor that it's pretty on par with how it was last game against the freaking Sabres. What they even Jack and Andy even bring up that the fact that last game against the Sabres, through the first period, the shots for and against, Bruins had 5 shots for, 19 shots against, and through like the first 10 minutes of this period, first of all, the Coyotes jumped out to 10 shots pretty quickly. Meanwhile, we only had 1 for a good amount of time. And everything seems to be going in Arizona's favor to start. Until we get Sean Durzi tripping Oscar Steen, and then less than a minute later, Nick Bukestad tripping David Pastrnak. There were actually a lot of tripping penalties to start off. We had Zacha going for tripping on Clayton Keller pretty early on, and Patra going for tripping Nick Schmaltz not long after these 2 penalties end. But still, these 2 penalties together means that we have over a minute of 5-on-3 play. Surely we should be able to score. Surely we should be able to score here, and we don't. We don't score on the 5-on-3. But after that 5-on-3, the Bruins the Bruins realize, oh yeah, we're playing today, and they turn it up. We're getting a lot more. We're getting a lot more time in Arizona's end. I will say that Arizona was the better team for like 15 minutes of this game. Bruins were absolutely the better team for the other 45. So, including we don't score on this 5-on-3, and Patra ends up going for tripping. Not long afterwards of the what is it? Pasta Pasta guns it for the end board to try and win a puck battle against Jussi Valimaki. And he grabs it, and he just turns around and flicks it on Connor Ingram. Who, by the way, Connor Ingram, great goalie. Undeniably a great goalie. He is part of the reason why the Coyotes won 5 consecutive games. Not only the fact that the Coyotes won 5 games in a row, but 5 games. But every single game was against the 5 previous Stanley Cup winners. We had they had the Knights, the Abs, the Lightning, the Blues, and the Caps. Which, by the way, scoring 5 goals in the first period against the Caps, that is insane. But anyway, Connor Ingram, great game, great goalie. This is a really bad game for him. This was a terrible game from him. Although, to be fair, his defense did not help him out one bit, as we see a little bit later, as with another puck battle against the end boards. Sean Durzi ends up winning this one and back checks it. I think he tries to get it to JJ Moser, but it ends up right on Freddie's stick, and Frederick passed it all the way across the ice. I say this as if this was in the Bruins zone and Frederick was passing it up ice to Coyle, but no. He passed it laterally across the ice to Coyle, who's just right on the door, who's just right at the back door, and taps it in against him. And that's how we go into the first period. The Coyle line, buzzing. Absolutely buzzing. And JVR unbelievably doesn't score a single point this game. But I'm giving him an honorary point. I'm giving him an honorary point in here. This was because JVR's impact on this line that I'm affectionately calling the CCTV line, Charlie Coyle, Trent, and Van Riemsdyk. It's a work in progress, that name, but yeah, Coyle's line, insane, and they take us into the first intermission up 1-0. Now in the second, we got another penalty from Durzi. I think for tripping again this time. No, hooking Brad Marchand. I have ESPN up in the other browser just to clear up any sort of mistakes I make. Durzi goes for hooking Marchand, and Pasta decides, you know what, we're gonna have some fun with this one. And he's just like gliding down the ice, as everybody's trying not to overshoot the passing lane, and everybody overshoots it, allowing Pasta to just get right through there, get the puck right through there to Kevin Shattenkirk, who has a wide open shot against Ingram. 3-0 Bruins. And then the 1 minute in the second period where the Coyotes actually play better than us. In less than 35 seconds. The Coyotes just managed to make it a 3-2 game. And I say that as if it's less than 35 seconds after the Shattenkirk goal. No, this is just less than 35 seconds between goals. We have Clayton Keller just completely beating the defense and with Jake Zucker and Yusuf Alamaki. And then the next one is Carcioni, or however the hell you pronounce it. Carconi? Something like that. He just capitalizes off a bad turnover, which... Bad tone. We gotta be better at own end possession. I've been saying it for a while, and it continues to be true. Well, now, not all is lost. We end up extending the lead to two again with what is it? A puck battle in the neutral zone that Patra wins and squeaks out into the offensive into the Coyotes zone for Danton Heinen, who, the fact that we had him on a PTO and he's playing this well, amazing. Heinen should absolutely be a contender for seventh man this season. Absolutely not a shadow of a doubt. He takes it and top shelves it against Ingram. Oh yeah, I also forgot. Pasta almost had a second one in the first period. On a 2-on-1 breakaway with Marshy. Pasta fires it on net and channels his Cody Parkey. He ends up doinking it off the far post, and then it doinks off the near post and out of the crease. And oh my god, that hurt to watch. That really hurt to watch. But also, yeah, rubber's bouncy. It'll do that. It'll do that sometimes. Rubber is weird like that. Anyway, that takes us to the second intermission. Third period starts, and Bruins again, slow start, and it results in the third and final goal from Arizona. This time from Lawson Cross, where he just sort of flings it right on net, and Allmark cannot get to it, unfortunately. So he ends up being like great. We have to defend shit again. Now, Pasta's second goal, which comes about 15 minutes into the third period, and is the last scoring that we'll see of the game, is sort of just more evidence that Arizona's defense really overplayed their hand in this game, because Jake DeBrusk chips it up through the neutral zone to Morgan Geekie, who is battling a defender, and for some reason his pairing also decides to move down towards the net instead of trying to cover David Pastrnak. And if there's one thing you don't do in this game, it is you don't leave Pastrnak uncovered, and he ends up taking a small rebound off of Ingram and chipping it in 5-3. Now after the Yotes pull Ingram, I am really concerned because again, our 6-on-5 defense is not great. And it hasn't been great at all this season. And I really want to see us get the puck and score an empty net goal. I really want us to get an empty net goal. I don't want to keep being like, oh, they have an empty net. I don't like this. And it all results in being really bad at own zone possession. And that's something that we need to do. And it's something that they need to work on. Absolutely. But while they work on that, I'm going to work on finals. So thank you all so much for watching. I will see you guys next time. Take care.